Okay, so on November 2nd, my mom and my daughter and my mom's friend was coming to Texas to visit. Okay, so they was gonna be there, and I had an itinerary. I had stuff for us to do, things I want to take them to, show them all type of shows. We just was gonna be out, whatever. But November 1st, y'all, I don't know what me and Devin was arguing about, but we was arguing, and we probably, I'm gonna tell you, 9 times out of 10, we was probably arguing because his mama and him used to go like back and forth like through me. Like he don't treat his mom right. Like he can't stand his mom. Like to this day he doesn't talk to his mom. But at this time they were like going back and forth with the talking because I wanted him to have a relationship with his mom, you know. Like I wasn't trying to come between it. But he was just like so mean to her, like extra mean, like holding so much stuff on the inside about however his childhood went or whatever she said about his dad. His dad was deceased, and he would hold over her head like she didn't deal with him as well. Like it was just a lot of back and forth mom and son issues that I had nothing to do with. But I was in it, like, and obviously. But we was arguing over something. It was so heated, and I know like when I get really mad and real angry, like I just leave. I like to leave because I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to hurt the person that I love, and you know I'm trying to watch my mouth, and I'll just leave because I need to go think about, you know, what's going on. I need to go think about before I react. So I always used to leave, and every time I used to leave, I used to always take Mocha with me. I was like, Mocha, come on, Mocha. I just said, you know, and just jump up and just I headed to the door this particular day, and I headed to the door, and I'm not finna go, start grabbing my stuff. I head to the door, he's yelling so loud, like his voice overpowered my voice, and he make himself even louder, and he make faces, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Like I'm not finna try to. I had got so tired of becoming hoarse. My voice gone after arguing with him for so long and trying to get louder than him, and I can't do that. It's impossible. I was leaving, and I told my dog, I said, Mocha, come on. And I kind of flipped out and forgot that I told her to come on. And I was going to the door, and I opened the door, and he was coming behind me, and I told Mocha to come on. And he was coming behind. When I seen him coming behind me, I closed the door, and Mocha was in the door. And yeah, that's how Mocha died. Nobody know how Mocha died. A lot of people don't know, just finding out. I was ready to say it. Now I guess I don't have a choice. But that was one of the worst things that ever happened to me. Me losing Mocha. Everybody know Mocha. Nobody knew how, because I never really said how. I just said it was an accident. Yeah, I killed my baby. His spirit was not right. He should have never been around me and my baby. We was at peace. We were peaceful. I let this dramified man come into our life, and then my baby is no more. I never forgive myself for allowing him to come into my life and take me. And then I don't got my baby no more. That's what I should have had her out of all things after the relationship. I didn't even have her. So anyway, y'all, I stayed up every night. He stayed up with me every night. I cried every night. I couldn't sleep without my baby. I needed my baby. My mom came the next day. It was just sad. It was just, the whole situation was just sad. It was just sad. Like, and if when nobody hurt, I was hurt. I'm hurting. I still hurt. I'm still upset about it. So, anywho, my mom, my daughter, I tried to make the best of that trip. I, tried to do stuff to just kind of take out my mind, especially off of what was going on in my life right then. I told her to still come. Like, I don't know, I needed to see my mom. Like, and then so we did a candlelight for Mocha. His mom came. My mom was there. We met each other. They met one another. My mom met Devin and his mom, and vice versa. And we had dinner and all that. We tried to make the best of it. And the trip, once it was over, whatever. So we went back to normal, to arguing, same old stuff. But it was some good days and some bad days. I don't know, like we'll be out and about, and I'm telling you, like, it'll just be an argument. Perfect example, we was out one night, we got dressed up. He told me to get dressed up. We got dressed up a little bit, we got cute, and went out, and we was enjoying ourselves. And then this guy came up taking pictures, and he was like, yeah, my picture's 3 for 25. And he took our pictures, and they were nice. And so we looking at the pictures, and I was like, you would do us 2 for 15? Devin looked at me and said, didn't you hear him say 3 for 25? I said, yeah, baby, I'm just trying to see if he'll go down. Do us 2 for 15. You know, I'm a bargainer. Like, I want to like try to talk a nigga down. I'm a finesse on. You know, I'm trying to, you know, don't y'all know that man went against the grain, like drastically. He talked so crazy to me in front of everybody. Everybody, not only him, the man that we was dealing with, everybody. He made a whole scene about it. The man said what he said. I said, I didn't hear what he said. I'm just asking him, can we get 2 for 15? I said, why are you going against what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a cheaper price because we don't need all these pictures. They all kind of look the same. Like, he was like, nah, and she ain't talking about shit. Here, bro, let me get your bread. Like, like I was a stranger. Like I was a op. Like, we didn't come together. Like, that's how he was treating me out in public. Like, it was terrible. It was something terrible, y'all. And on the way home, when he was driving so reckless, like he finna try to kill us or something. Like, so fucking crazy. So crazy. It was just like, all this shit, never know what you're sleeping with. His mom had got sick. We had needed her to watch. Matter of fact, okay, bam. He ended up getting me a new I ended up getting me a new fairy animal, fairy baby. Her name's Bree. But we ended up getting her like a week or two, not even a whole 7 days. I think I had another dog. He was supposed to pay for her, but he didn't. He made a few payments. I ended up paying for her. Actually, another guy ended up paying for her and paying her off. But we had Bree. And, like, Bree was our baby, and then we had to find somebody to watch Bree when it was time to go, you know, all that other stuff. So he had asked his mom to watch her, but he really wasn't talking to her at the time. And I had asked his mom to watch her, but we had went to the grocery store before. She told me she was sick, but she said I'll watch her. So, but her voice was gone almost, and we had went to the store, and he had picked up some soup, and I grabbed some soup too, but a different kind. And we went over to her house. We was dropping Bree off. We asking her to do us a favor, and I was taking her some soup. I got a few things of the soup out the truck and took them in to her. And y'all, you know, when I gave her that soup, that man said, "What you give her my soup for?" I said, "That's your soup." I just thought we was buying soup. I thought we was buying some soup. Your mama, she sick. He said, "That's my motherfucking soup." He said, "No, you don't give her my fucking soup. That's my soup." I said, "We can go. I'll get you another one." I said, "I'm giving her the soup. Why you don't want to give her no soup? She's sick." Like, he was so mean and evil to his mama. He did not give a fuck that she was sick. Okay, that was a cute for me. That was it for me. Part 4 on the way. I want to continue with part 4, but before I continue with part 4, I want to address the negativity in my freaking room. No, I don't tell stories. No one is trained how to tell a fucking story. Nobody taught me that in school. But I do know I'm getting to it on my own time when I feel like saying something. If I got to piggyback on something that I forgot, I'm going to tell you that too. You just need to catch up. You need to catch up. You need to read when they say part 1, part 2, part 3, and so on and so forth. Then maybe you can get the picture of what's going on. And if you can't catch on, maybe you're illiterate and maybe you need to go read a real book and see if you can catch on with the settings of what's going on in the content, okay? This ain't no damn table of content. Nobody teach me this. So I'm getting to it. How I found out. Part 4. Okay. So we already talked about me losing Mocha. My mom and them trip to Texas and everything, how they went. And so November was November. We did Thanksgiving. It was my first time in the kitchen with my significant other doing Thanksgiving, you know, and us making dinner for ourselves and all that. So that was cool, whatever. Still was fighting, still was arguing. I ain't gonna say too much fighting. We didn't do just that much fighting, but the fights we did have were like violent as hell. Like, to the point I had shot at him. We shot the gun, tussling over a gun. Like, it got real bad. So December came. December was cool. I don't know what happened. I don't think we went on no trips or nothing in December, but we was just here maybe going to places in the city. That's what we was doing in December. We had his nieces and nephews, which was his brother kids that his mom or him hadn't seen in a long time. We had them over to our crib. We cooked for them. We had them for a few days. We took them places, bought them things, all that. He was acting kind of normal, but I still felt like the money was gonna be a problem. But we also was watching like videos of how to, you know, what to do with your money if you got a lump sum of money, like, you know, how to buy a house, how to get into that, how to get into flipping the Airbnbs and all that. So we was watching all these videos and you know, he all we and, you know, babe, we doing this, we gonna do that. Everything was like that still in December. Christmas came. We had a good Christmas. We exchanged gifts. He went into debt. He wanted to give me everything that I asked for or had saw or looked at or or anything. Like, it was just crazy. But the whole time, like, it was exciting for me too, because I had never like exchanged gifts with my significant other. I'd just be the one buying all the kids something or something like that. So yeah, he got me everything I wanted. We got each other a lot of gifts. I used to always buy him stuff anyway. I used to spoil him basically. He used to spoil me too, but I used to buy him stuff all the time on the regular. After Christmas, we was one of his little cousin's birthday is December 29th, and I thought we was just taking her out for her birthday. Well, we was already going out. He like invited her, and I thought that we was just gonna celebrate her birthday. Woo. We sitting at the table. His cousin goes, well, the people was real friendly at the place we went to, like, but come to find out he had planned all this or whatever. So they were real friendly to me. They were real nice. And his little cousin went to the restroom, and I just remember sitting there, and a lot of people come from the back, and they got a plate of ice cream, and they got like sparkles, and they got roses on the plate. And I was just confused because I thought he had bought a bottle or something for his cousin. I really didn't know what was going on. I was like, well, we got a bottle, and then he just drops on his knees and he proposes, and all these people is looking at me and him, and cameras out and lights on, like lights, camera, action, like literally going on at this restaurant, and I'm the center of attention. I'm like, I'm confused, and he like, will you marry? He like read the plate. I never read the plate. It said, will you marry me? So of course I'm like, yeah, like yes, hell yeah, like yeah. And I get up and we hug and kiss and blah blah all that, and everybody just happy, congratulating me, taking pictures, my ring. I'm like, oh my God. And he continues to say that this ring is a
3-carat ring. He just like, yeah, I put 3 carats on her finger, nigga, and whoop de woo, all in the videos, and he out talking a lot of stuff. And I called my mom, like, Mom, I got engaged. And she like, I knew. He asked me, and I'm like, you talked to my mama? And she had already saw the ring and all that. Mind you, my mom just on the phone. She's in Tennessee, and we here, and I didn't feel like she was excited enough, but I didn't pick it up. I was so excited that I didn't care who wasn't excited for me, type shit at the time. So his cousin come out the bathroom, and I'm like, yeah, he proposed, she like, oh, and she gets excited, and everybody happy, and whoop the woo. And I guess he had already talked to his auntie in the room, and I guess told his cousin or whatever. Everybody knew what was going on except me, basically what I'm trying to say. So he proposed, and there was like, I did want to be married at first, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to get married. This perfect timing, and I know God ain't said this. Like this too perfect. It was like too perfect, but it was fast. Like I said, it was really fast. Everything was moving fast. That's us being together 3 months, 4 months, and I'm asking to be married. 3 months. I'm asking to be married to. I'm being proposed to. Whatever. But so it's like the argument stuff. Like it didn't stop. It was just continuously nagging. Like we was giving Bria a bath, the new dog was giving Bria a bath, and I had ran the water, and we was gonna give her her first bath together, and I can remember like us arguing over the water, the temperature of the water. He was like, it's too cold. I'm like, no, it's warm enough. It's warm enough. He like, no, it's not. He book his eyes real big, and he make these faces every time he get real mad. He used to get real mad over the smallest things. There was so many red flags, ladies. I'm not telling y'all this for y'all to judge me or judge him. It is what it is, but he was dead ass wrong for being with me, being with a woman, period. Okay? Because all the actions, all those the devil movements that he was making, like it was confusing because he was doing God too in the middle. It was confusing. He doing good and bad at the same time, and he battling with it. He don't know which way he want to go. Actually, that's what was going on. That's what I got out of it. So like I said, we was going to church deal. We did Christmas at church. Bree was at church Christmas. Okay, then January came. In the middle of January, I think he had got put out again. I probably put him out. I don't know. It was something. He was like, in a minute, he even better put me out. He would say little stuff that made me think like, when he get this money, he gonna leave me. I already knew it in my head. It wasn't no doubt about it. It's not just my intuition. It's just like, I'm going off your actions. It's not even what somebody talking to me on the inside telling me. You are acting like you about to roll. Like when you get your bag, like normal, like men do, or people do, women too, they forget who the fuck helped them when they was down. They forget about that. All that shit they said they was gonna do, all that shit. Man, just do it like Nike. Don't talk about it, because this should be bullshit at the end of the day. But anywho, we'll be back with part 5.